Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gatha Shivasti Gaura Bhakta Binda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gatha Shivasti Gaura Bhakta Binda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gatha Shivasti Gaura Bhakta Binda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today is a Tuesday. It is 9th of December. It is Narayana Masa or Paushya Masa, Krishna Paksham and Panchami Tithi. There are no Vaishnavas in the calendar. We shall know in our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Maitreya is speaking to Vidura and saying that Lord Brahma in his meditation, he sees the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, and Brahma sees that he himself is sitting on the lotus flower, and Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, his body is huge, and then he is decorated with so many of garlands, tulsi leaves, and so many jewels on top of his body, and his helmet, it looks like a gigantic golden mountain, and his Lord is showing his lotus feet as well. He's decorated with yellow garments and also the waist thread, Mekalaya Nikambhe, and all his opulences, all the Vanamala on top of his gigantic body, gigantic Vanamala as well. That itself, it is glorifying the opulences of the Lord. And where the Lord is there, and there is no sun or moon, Agni or the Vayu, they cannot enter into those areas. In such a way, Lord Brahma is seeing, and that he is lying on the Ananta Shesha. Ananta Shesha has got thousands of foods, and each on top of each of the food, there is different thousands of crowns on top of Ananta Shesha. And Ananta Shesha sometimes goes inside the water, sometimes comes out. It is looking like a golden mountain. Some are immersed in the water and sometimes coming out. So likewise, Brahma is seeing the beauty and opulence of the Lord. Of course, here Brahma is alone and sitting in the lotus flower. He is seeing in his heart. So just like a recapping of the last few shlokas, like Kadamba Kinjal Pisingavasa Swalam Krutam Mekalayani Tambhe Harena Chananta Dhanena Vatsa Sri Vatsa Bhakshasala Vallabhena परार्जकेयूरमणिप्रलेख पर्यस्तदोर्दण्डसहस्रशाकम् अव्यक्तमूलं भुवनाङ्घ्रिपेन्द्रम् महीन्द्रभोगैरदिवीतवर्षम् चराचरूपो भगवन्महीन्द्रम् अहीन्द्रबन्धुं सलिलोपघोडम् किरीटसाहस्रहिरण्यशृङ्गम् आविर्भवत्कौस्तुभरत्नगर्भम् निवीतमानाय मधुरतश्रिया स्वकीर्तिमया वनमालया हरिम् सूर्येन्दुवायुग्नि आगमं त्रिरामभिः परिक्रमत्प्रादनिकैः दुरासदम्. So that area where the Lord is there, the Sudarshan Chakra is protecting, and it is always on duty. Parikramat Pradhanikaihi Durasadham. So in such a way, Lord Brahma is saying, and then Maitreya Muni is so beautifully describing all this to Vidura. So today further Maitreya Muni says about the Lord Brahma's vision, where Lord Brahma, he is saying that then there is a lake in the navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, where the lotus flower has grown, and within that lotus flower he sits on there, and then he also sees the devastating water and also the air, devastating air, which is also drying up the air. He also sees that, and he also sees the sky. He also sees the sky, and he also feels to create the secondary creation. He is seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the previous shloka, Harim. Swakirtimaya Vanamalaya Harim. Harim. So he understood that it is Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari. And now, once he is, while he is seeing the Supreme Lord, at the same time, he also wanted to create as well. Okay, so likewise, that is the feelings of Brahmana. He wanted to create secondary creation. Likewise, Maitreya Muni speaking. We are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 8, and verse number 32. तर्ह्येव तन्नाभिसरः सरोजम् आत्मान अम्बः स्वसनं वियच्छ ददर्श देवो जगतो विधाता नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः तर्हि एव तन्नाभि तर्हि एव therefore now he understood that it is the Hari. In the previous shloka it is mentioned it is Hari Vanamalaya Harim. Okay. And now taking that one, it is prolonging in the next shloka, taking that one as subject. Therefore, tarhyeva, and certainly therefore, tarhyeva, certainly, Tannabi Saraha Sarojam, and on the novel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Tannabihi, that his novel, that is the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu's novel, Tannabihi, Saraha Sarojam, there is a Saraha, the lake, Sarojam, and the lotus flower as well. Atmanam Ambaha. And he says Brahma Atmanam Ambaha. He says the devastating water. Then this is Garbhodaka water. Ambaha. Swasanam, the drying air. Viyat, the sky cha also. Dadarsha, and he looked upon Devaha, the demigod, Lord Brahma. Jagato Vidhata. He is the maker of the creation. Jagato Vidhata. He Brahma is called Vidhata. Jagataha of the creation. He is the creator of the universe. Jagataho Vidhata. And then Na Ataha and no, not Ataha Param beyond Loka Visarga Drushtihi and creation of the cosmic manifestation and Drushtihi the glance. One side he is seeing Supreme Lord and he also sees that devastating water and then the air, drying up air and then sky and also the lake within the novel of the Buddha Sai Vishnu. At the same time, he is seeing Supreme Complete Lord of the form of the Lord. Now he wanted to create the secondary creation as well. Okay, so these are the kind mood of Lord Brahma. तर्ह्येव तन्नाभिसरः सरोजम् आत्मानम् अम्बः स्वसनं वियच्छ ददर्श देवो जगतो विधाता नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः. Translation. When Lord Brahma, the maker of the universal destination, thus saw the Lord, he simultaneously glanced over creation. Lord Brahma saw the lake in the Lord Vishnu's novel and the lotus flower, as well as the devastating water, the drying air, and the sky, all became visible to him. All became visible to him. So all became visible to him. It is not simply he opens his eyes and he sees like that. That is not his vision. His vision was he has pravritta yogena viroda bodha. He engaged himself in the penance. कालेन सो अजः पुरुषायुषाभिः प्रवृत्तयोगेन विरोधबोधः स्वयं तद अंतर्हृदये अवभातम् अपश्यत यन्न पूर्वम्. By his personal endeavor to trying to search what is the absolute truth, what is the resting place for this lotus flower, by his personal endeavor he could not find. And when he returned back to his place and situated in the meditation, then he would be able to see whatever he was not able to see before by his personal endeavor. Now he is able to see everything. Apasyata yenna purvam. Whatever he could not see before, now he is able to see everything perfectly. all became visible to him. Okay, this is very beautiful shloka. There is no purport for this shloka. Can I request all devotees to recite this particular shloka line by line and then 3 times, and then later on every devotee take a turn to recite the shloka. तर्ह्येव तन्नाभि सरसरोजम्
तर्हेव तन्नाभि सराः सरोजम्
आत्मानमम्बः स्वसनं वियच्च
स्वसनं
ददर्श देवो जगतो विदाथा
ददर्श देवो जगतो विधाता
नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः
नातः परमं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः
Once again. तर्ह्येव तन्नाभि सरः सरोजम् आत्मानम् अम्बः स्वसनं वियच्च
आत्मानमम्बः स्वसनं वियच्च
ददर्श देवो जगतो विधाता
ददर्श देवो जगतो विधाता
नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः
नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः
Once again. तर्ह्येव तन्नाभि सरः सरोजम्
सरोजम्
आत्मानम् अम्बः स्वसनं वियच्च ददर्श देवो जगतो विदाता
ददर्श देवो जगतो विधाता
नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः
नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः
Very beautiful. Okay. Can I request Hemlata Mataji to go first?
Hare Krishna everyone. Tarheva tannabi sarasarojam atmanam atma ambaha swasanvyak ददर्शा देवो जगतो विधाता नातः परं लोक विसर्ग दृष्टिः. हरे कृष्णा.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Swarup Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, dear all devotees. Tarhiva tannabhi saraha sarojam atmanam amba swasanam vyaccha dadarsa devo jagato vidata nataha param lokavisarga drishti.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Usha Mataji.
तथैव सरोजम् आत्माम्बः स्वसनं वियच्च ददशं देवो जगतो विधातं नातः परलोकविशारदृष्टिः.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Saranya Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण. तर्हि एव तन्नापि सरोजम् आत्मानमम्ब स्वशनं वियश्च दादर्श देवो जगतो विदाता नादः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Radha Sevaka Mataji, please.
तर्हि एव तन्नाभिसरासराजम् आत्मनम् अम्बः स्वसनं वियच्च दर्दशादेव जगतो विधाता नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः।
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Tarhya eva tannabhisara sarojam atmanam ambha shwasanam vyachcha dadarsha devo jagato vidhata natah param loka visarga drishtihi. Hare Krishna, thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Lalita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, all devotees. Tarheva tannabhisara sarojam atmanam ambaha swashanam vivaccha dadarsha devo jagato vidata nataha param loka visarga drishtihi. Hare Krishna. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very beautiful. Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Rajlakshmi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tarheva tannabhisara sarojam atmanam swasanam viyaccha dadarsha devo jagato vidata nata param loka visarga dristihi. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Asha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. तर्ह्येव तन्नाभिसरसरोजम् आत्मानम् अम्बः श्वासनं व्याचा ददर्शे देवो जगतो विधाता नाथा परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः.
Very
I
beautiful.
just copied you and other devotees.
Yeah, very nice, Mataji. That is, we simply repeat like a parrot. Okay, Sanchita
Thank you.
Mataji, please. Sanchita Mataji, please. Devashish Prabhuji.
Thanks, Prabhu. I'll try. Tariho ivata navashara sharanjam atmanam avahasha shavashanam visacha darasha deva jagat vidhata nataha param loko vishutisti.
Very beautiful, Prabhuji. Okay, do you have Sanchita Mataji? Okay, okay, this is so beautiful shloka. तर्ह्येव तन्नाभिसरः सरोजम् आत्मानमम्बः स्वसनं वियच्छ ददर्श देवो जगतो विधाता नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः. Okay, so beautiful. Hemlata Mataji, would you like to go once again?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. तर्हि इव तन्नभिसरसरोजम् आत्मनम् अम्बः स्वसनं वियच्छ दर्दशा देवो जगतो विधाता नतः परं लोक विसर्ग दृष्टिः. हरि बोल.
So beautiful. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I can do now.
Yes, Mataji.
Sorry, I wasn't available then. Yeah. तर्हि वतन्नाभिसरः सरोजम् आत्मनम् अम्बः श्वसनं वियच्छ ददर्श देवो जगतो विधाता नातः परं लोक विसर्गो दृष्टिः. हरे कृष्ण.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Swarup Prabhuji, please.
Do you want me to do it once more, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Sure. Tarhiva tannabhisaraha sarojam atma nam sambhava swasanam vyacha dadarsa devo jagato vidata nata paramam loka visarga drishti.
Very nice. Usha Mataji.
Hare Krishna. तथैव तन्नाभिसरः सरोजम् आत्माम्बः स्वसनं वियज्ञम् ददर्शं देयो जगतो विधाता नातः परं लोकविशर्गदृष्टिः।
Very nice. Saranya Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण तर्ह्येव तन्नाभिसरः सरोजम् आत्मानमम्ब स्वशनं वियश्य दादर्श देवो जगतो विधाता नादः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः।
So beautiful. David Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Tarhya eva tannabhisarasarojam atmanam ambha swashanam vyaccha dadarsha devo jagato vidhata natah param loka visarga drishti. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Lalita Mataji. Rather, yes.
तर्ह्येव तर्ह्येव तन्नाभिसरः सरोजम् आत्मानम् अम्बः श्मशानं विवच्य ददर्श देवो जगतो विधाता नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी।
Very
थैंक यू।
good. Thank you, Mataji. Radha Sekha Mataji.
तर्हि एव तन्नाभिसरासरोजम् आत्मनम् अम्बः स्वसानं वीर्याच्च दर्दशा देवो जगद्विधाता नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः।
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Radha Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. तरेव तानाभिसरासरोजम् आत्मानम् अम्ब स्वासनं वियच्छ ददर्श देवो जगतो विधाता नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Asha Mataji.
दर्हि एव तन्नाभिसरसरोजम् आत्मानम् अम्बः श्वासनं व्याचा ददर्श देवो जगतो विधाता न न न त परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः।
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Devashi Prabhuji.
तरह इवाता नवशरसरञ्जम् आत्मनम् अवह शरस्य विसाचा दत्स देव जगतो विधाता नतः परं लोको विसर्गदृष्टि.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very beautiful. Sanchita Mataji, please.
तर्ह्येव तन्नाभिसरः सरोजम् आत्मानम् अम्बः श्वसनं वियच्छ ददर्श देवो जगतो विधाता नातः परं लोकविसर्गदृष्टिः.
Very nice. Would you like to read the translation, Mataji, please?
Yes, Prabhu, thank you. When Lord Brahma, the maker of the universal destination, thus saw the Lord, he simultaneously glanced over his creation. Lord Brahma saw the lake in Lord Vishnu's navel and the lotus flower, as well as the devastating water, the drying air and the sky, all became visible to him. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So beautiful. Just to imagine.
Mataji. Thank you so much. So this is how Brahma is saying. So there are Lord's primary creation is called Sarga and Brahma's creation is called Visarga. So there are 10 different topics widely described in the Bhagavatam. Atra Sargo Visargasha Sthanam Poshinam Udayah Manvantar Ishanakato, Nirodha Mukti Rashriyaha. Starting from Sarga is the primary creation. Atra Sargo Visargaha. Visarga is the secondary creation. Brahma wanted to do secondary creation here. Loka Visarga Drushtihi. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the mode of Lord Brahma. Okay, so we shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Related to John H. Morka, January 16th, 1971, Allahabad. Can I request Debashish Prabhuji to read this letter, please?
My dear John Morgan, please accept my blessing. I am in due receipt of your letter dated 28th of December 1970 and have noted the contents carefully. You write to say that you have become frustrated with so many dualities of the material world and that sometimes you are engaged in sense gratification and sometimes renunciation. This is called Bhoga Tayaga, and alternating between the sense gratification and renunciation. A living entity cannot remain steady in one or the other because changes are going on. That is the nature of material world. Just like the businessman who works so hard the whole week long and then on the weekend takes rest and tries to forget his business. But bhakti or devotional service does not change. It does not even finish with the end of the body, but it continue eternally, and it is joyful performed. At first, though, there may be some inconvenience, but we must tolerate them, and we shall realize the goal. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that such rules and regulations in the beginning may be just like poison, but at the end are like nectar, and they awaken one to self-realization. Bhagavad Gita 1837. So strictly follow all the regulative principles. Chant Hare Krishna mantra regularly, 16 round daily, and your rapid advancement in Krishna consciousness will be certain. I have received Sriman Jagad I have received Sriman Jagad's recommendations for your initiation, and I am glad to accept you as my disciple. You can send your beads here, or if you would like Tulsi wood beads, then send $5 to cover the cost and shipping charges, and I shall send the beads to you after having duly chanted on them. Hoping this will meet you in good health. Your ever Uluisha, Esi Bhaktivanto Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Very good.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Any takeaway points, Prabhuji, from this letter?
Two takeaway points for me, which just came in my mind straight away. One is the material life and the spiritual life, like we are dwelling as well in our everyday life. Sometimes we are going to work acting like a different person and coming to chanting and temple, and this is a different person. But sometimes we get deviated from our devotional service and all this. So this is very important that we stick to our regulatory principles, for regulatory principles, and chant 16 round regularly. So this is another thing comes in my mind is that is just Srila Prabhupada said that we should tolerate the initial pain, but so that at the end we do not regret whole our life that we have missed out our chances of this human form of life. That's all of my takeaway.
Very beautiful, Prabhuji. Very nicely explained. Thank you so much. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees? So that kind of reflections, it will come when we are properly chanting, following rules and regulations. And it is not, it is a very simple way. People will come from different backgrounds, different perceptions. They also wanted to take, but they do not change their ways. We need to follow the sampradaya. Otherwise, if they come and do something else, then because of their own different perceptions, they cannot feel all the bliss and happiness. But it comes from the guru parampara. Evam parampara praptam imam rajasyo viduhu. And one must be within the sampradaya. And when we were children, we used to do Hare Rama like that. And why people are doing something different here, I was contemplating that, but I didn't know anything about it. We were doing it, and then just was thinking these people are maybe different. They wanted to. Many people used to worship different demigods according to their own conceptions and perceptions. But I thought this one ISKCON is also one of it. But we didn't know that they were what philosophy they follow. We know that, but again, contemplating once again, in Bhagavad Gita, if you just look at which is accepted by all acharyas throughout the world, everyone, there Krishna says that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So there is no doubts about it. So what Krishna consciousness people do it, okay, there is absolutely perfect. There is no more doubts about it. And then why they follow different rules and regulations? Why not this? And again, when we check, again it comes, everything is clearly properly described within the scriptures. This is Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatri Vidhim Vina. This again, if we neglect Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatri Vidhim Vina, and what happens then in the executing the devotional service to the Lord, Utpatayaiva Kalpate, there will be calamities. So it will be disturbances within our spiritual life. One has to follow rules and regulations. In the beginning, Bhakta Bhoga Parichakta Drushti Doshacha Nityashaha. One should be living, Prabhupada is one point here mentioned. This is Bhoga and Tyaga. Sometimes enjoying, sometimes renouncing. Okay, this is material nature is so strong. Sometimes we also feel like sometimes take breath and dip into the water, again coming out, again dip into the water. It's kind of breathing and also renunciation, something like it keeps on with the waves are flowing through us. These are material waves flowing, taking our body and our mind intelligence through this material nature. Just like the moon in the sky, it is fixed where it reflects in the water. But waves in the water, it will move. But we think that the moon is also moving, moon is also shaking. But it is the waves, not the moon. Moon is already fixed. Okay, likewise, we are also as spirit soul, it never ever be disturbed. But we feel mind, intelligence, bodily conceptions, these are all our feelings. Okay, one who completely situated, Sita Prajna Pratishtitaha, he is called Dhira. Okay, but one has to tolerate those things. In the beginning, all these rules and regulations, Tadagre Vishamiva, initially they look like a poison. Tadagre Vishamiva, Pariname Amrutopamam. In due course of time, it will become nectarian. That one can tell us. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. Parinamya Amrutopamam. But in the beginning, if it is Amrita, just like sense gratification, later on it will turn into the Visham. It will become poison. That is sense gratification. And then it will degrade it. Life will be degraded into the lower species of life. So one has to follow the rules and regulations, tolerate if anything comes. Again, Kapil Bhagavan, he says one of these statements in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhakta Bhoga Parityakta Drishta Doshati Nityashaha Na Ishwarasya Ashubham Dhatte Shve Mahimni Stitasya Cha. So one has to understand that this is Drishta Doshati Nityashaha. All the time, if whatever we see, it has got some faults. It has got some faults. That is the nature of this material world. So in that way, Bhukta Bhoga, and I am the enjoyer. In such a one has to renounce that kind of conception and engage himself in the devotional service, then he will be situated in the real position. This is called Shve Mahimni Stitasya Cha. Stitasya Cha. This is Swarupena Mayopetam Pasyan Swarajyam Ruchyati. Swarupa is the original spiritual identity. Okay, that one is following 16 rounds, following regulative principles, chanting Hare Krishna regularly every day. Then your rapid advancement in Krishna consciousness will be certain. But it is how we manage day-to-day activities that depends within our capacity. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. And also it must be performed joyfully. When devotees come together, they speak, they do everything joyfully. We speak about only the Lord, nothing else. Any other comments, dear devotees? Rajalakshmi Mataji was saying something.
No, Prabhu, you nicely explained, Prabhu, that Bhogatyaga and everything, and even Prabhuji, Devashish Prabhuji also very clearly articulated everything. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Any other comments, dear devotees? Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I was just thinking that in those times, I think initiating someone was probably slightly easier at that time compared to now.
Yes, Mataji.
And why would that be? Is it
Now we have got so much technology and people are with so many of ways they wanted to keep their reservations. Their enjoyment will be reserved in some way without telling others. And then they also wanted to progress Krishna consciousness. So that's why so many rules also come into the picture. It is according to, if one is simple minded, then he does not have to go through all the Lord arranges. For example, if you look at me, for my initiation process, I never thought it would be such easy process. But what has happened? My God brother recommended to my Guru Maharaj, it went straight away like that. There were no rules and regulations for initiation. But before that, I have been following rules and regulations, chanting 16 rounds, doing everything. I simply said by my word, yes, I am doing for last 3-4 years. And then they have taken it, and then my Guru Maharaj initiated it. So I just were maintaining those principles as they are. But it is again, one must be completely followed. It is not something is happening automatically or by chance or by luck. It is according to one's complete firm conviction. Lord arranges everything outside. Antah Purushurupena Kalarupena Yobahihi Samanvetya Satwanam Bhagavan Atma Maya. He will make that living entity Samanvetyesha Satvanam. He will make sure that things happen. The Samanvetyesha. So I don't understand what is the actual English word. Samanvetyesha Satvanam. Bhagavan Atma. He will make that living entity to experience and go through that process.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
It is internal to the heart. How much pure we are, the Lord arranges. Okay, everyone are trying it. We are in our best endeavors. It is not that I am pure, but it is, we are trying to be good devotees. We are all endeavoring for it. That's why I'm getting a chance to serve all the exalted devotees. Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji. Any other comments? Okay, so there are no updates. And from the announcements point of view, so today evening, we have got a preaching practice session at 8 p.m. So today, Radha Sevaka Mataji is going to speak at 8 p.m. Okay, that's all from updates point of view. And dear devotees, if you have got any updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly do so.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I had a question. Like you gave the 12 topics of Srimad Bhagavatam, Atha, Swarga, Visarga. Which canto, which shloka is that, Prabhu?
It is a second canto, 10th chapter, 1 to 2 shlokas.
Okay, thank you.
Just a quick look. That is second canto, 10th chapter. This is Sukadeva Goswami says. Atra Sargo. Would you like to recite, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, I'll try, but I don't want to mispronounce it, but I'll try. Shri Sukha Uvacha Atra Sargo Visargascha Sthanam Poshanam Uttayah Manvantare Shanukatha Nirodha Muktirashrayah.
Thanks.
Sri Shukdev Goswami said, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 10 divisions of statement regarding the following: the creation of the universe, subcreation, plenary systems, protection by the Lord, the creative impetus, the change of Manus, the signs of God, returning home, back to Godhead, liberation, and the Samambonam. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. So those are the 10 divisions of statements from the Srimad Bhagavatam.
So, just maybe a naive question. Is it according to these 10 divisions, the chapters are, the cantos of the Bhagavatam are divided, or it's not like these are the 10 topics we do?
There are 10 topics, but they are widely spread across all the cantos.
Across all the cantos. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Because we have creation story a bit in canto 2, and then some in canto 5 also. So spread. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Though they're spread, but some cantos there prominently we could see some particular topics.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, in that explanation, returning home and back to Godhead, both would be one and the same, isn't it, Prabhu?
This is Muktihi. This is again, what is this? Nirodha is stopping all the materialistic activities and then going to liberation. And then Ashraya is the ultimate shelter.
Sorry, Prabhu. What I was asking is returning home back to Godhead. So if we say in the spiritual service, returning home means we are going back to Godhead only, isn't it?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
This one is called Nirodha, is going back home, back to Godhead.
So both would be one and the same, Prabhu, isn't it?
Yes, it is only one.
One, okay. Okay, Prabhu, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, we shall conclude and continue with further japa.
Prabhuji, I have one question, Prabhuji. How many chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita total? Sorry.
In Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters.
Like sorry, not Bhagavad Gita, sorry. Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam, we have got 12 cantos, and each canto contains different number of chapters. So here, for example, first canto, it contains 19 chapters. 12, these are 12 cantos. And first canto, it contains 19 chapters. Second canto contains 10 chapters. Canto 3 contains 33 chapters. Canto 4, I think it may be around 30 plus. Likewise, every canto contains so many of chapters.
So 10 cantos, then in each cantos, again, there are multiple chapters. Is that?
12 cantos.
Okay.
Mataji, just for information, yes, if you are asking about chapters, what Prabhu is saying, is like the cantos, but if you wanted to know the chapters, it's 335 chapters altogether, and 18, basically, if you go by Sanskrit, basically these are 18,000 verses, which are divided according to the division is according to the topic, and also which are 335 chapters altogether. Just if you wanted to know. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely explained. And that's bringing 335 chapters and 18,000 shlokas. Anything else? I will say conclude. Okay, we shall conclude and continue with further japa. And also, in upcoming at 6:30 p.m. we have got evening catch-up japa as well. Dear devotees, if you kindly remember that in case if you are doing it, you can join. Gayatri Mataji every day comes and joins and then does japa. Okay. And some devotees also interested to do it, and that's again simply a reminder. We shall conclude. Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhyaeva cha paddanam pavanam Vaishnavi
Anantapoti Vaishnavindra ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.